Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
Welcome back.
Today, we are going to try and summon Uncle Fester from the Bermuda Triangle to bring him 2 cocktails for the movie The Addams Family.
Showtime!
The Addams Family proudly proves that being delightfully creepy and kooky runs in the family as they navigate everyday life with complete disregard for social norms. When a scheming imposter tries to infiltrate their spooky household, chaos and creepy charm collide in the most delightfully weird way possible.
Our first cocktail is for the brother that isn't. Impostore!
They know I'm a fraud.
Our second cocktail is the Addams Family dance of brotherly love, the Mamushka.
Mamushka!
Before we get to dance, let's find out who Uncle Fester really is. Let's make Impostore.
First to Brandy. Do the honors.
We're going to be using brandy, fireball, vanilla butter mix, chai tea concentrate, and salt.
In a shaker tin, combine 2.5 ounces of brandy, 1/2 ounce fireball, 1/2 ounce vanilla butter mix, 1 ounce chai tea concentrate, and a pinch of salt. Add ice, cover, and shake for 30 seconds. Strain into a chilled coupe. Garnish with a Parmesan tuile Chinese finger trap. Here we have Impostore. The inspiration here is a couple of different ones. You're gonna get quite a bit of brandy.
By God, you're right!
There's 2.5 ounces
And you do.
of brandy in there, and that comes from the scene where the brothers are going down to the safe and they're going to watch some family films. What other flavors did you get?
You tell me.
The chai tea concentrate, definitely getting a lot of that. And then also that mixes really well with the Fireball whiskey because you get that cinnamon flavor in there.
He would have wanted it that way.
So the Bermuda Triangle, a lot of shipping ships have gone through there and then they get lost at sea. So I kind of imagine that the Bermuda Triangle tastes like chai tea.
That's preposterous.
The big reason we wanted to sort of reference the Bermuda Triangle is because that is apparently where Uncle Fester was this whole time.
You'd be surprised at all the things you don't know.
But suspicions start to arise when he gets his fingers locked in the Chinese finger cuffs.
How do you take it off?
Everyone's like, well, Uncle Fester should know that secret.
He loved the toy.
That finger trap was a party favorite his 10th birthday.
Then Gomez basically says,
That's an impostor! An impostore!
Going back to the drink, there are other wonderful flavors in there. It's all rounded off by that vanilla butter mix, which is made just like Dawn's mixes. It's just vanilla, honey, and butter, and a little bit of water.
and it's pretty good.
It had better be.
It's really tasty. It's a great fall drink. I could see myself drinking this sometimes in the summer, but lots of warming spices and brandy, of course, is just perfect for this season, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, I am going to take a little bite of our Parmesan finger cuffs. Maybe you could tell them a little bit quickly just how you made it.
Good man. Good thinking.
So all it is grated Parmesan, formed it into a circle, then put some cracked pepper on there. Give it a go with the cocktail and see. It should be really, really like a nice, salty, toasty, peppery flavor, which holds up really well with the bold flavors of this chai tea concentrate.
Doesn't make sense.
Which, by the way, all of those recipes are going to be in the description.
I do what I can.
This is a great drink to have on a nice sort of cool fall day. But if you want to put your dancing shoes on, that is where our next cocktail comes in.
Is that what we're here for?
Before we make the Mamushka, we'd like to stop you for just 1 minute and ask that you hit the little like down below. Also, the subscribe if you haven't already. And if that alert bell isn't highlighted, go ahead and hit that too, and it'll remind you to come back every single week where we show you another rewatchable movie and feature 2 new tasty cocktails.
Don't tease.
All right, on to the Mamushka.
For the Mamushka, you're going to need honey mead, Campari, pomegranate juice, moonshine, bitter coffee liqueur, and a lemon to peel.
In a mixing glass, combine 1.5 ounces honey mead, a 1/2 ounce Campari, and 1.5 ounces pomegranate juice. Add ice and stir until chilled. Strain into a rocks glass with a sphere. In a mixing glass, combine a 1/2 ounce moonshine and a 1/2 ounce coffee liqueur. Stir until chilled, layer on top. Garnish with a lemon peel spritz and tuck the lemon peel to the side. And here is the Mamushka. This is a little similar to kind of like a coffee Negroni.
I don't think so.
We do get the top layer of coffee and moonshine, so you're probably going to get those flavors initially. But then in the bottom layers, we have the Campari and the honey mead. So typically with the Campari and the pomegranate juice, you'd get a little bitterness, but the honey mead really kind of smooths that out a bit.
Either way, what bliss?
Yeah, it really does, and adds a tanginess to it instead of the what you're used to in a Negroni, which is gin, and that's herbal and bitey. This is a lot more smooth with a tanginess to it.
Yes, completely.
And that tanginess helps really bring up the citrus of the Campari as well as those coffee earthiness notes.
Yeah, and I think, you know, depending on how bitter you want it, like we used a St. George coffee liqueur, which is definitely on the bitter side.
Don't be a baby.
While there's not a lot of coffee in there, you're just really tasting those fruity notes of the coffee.
Yeah.
It was marvelous.
I think this is a cocktail that Gomez and Morticia and Uncle Fester would really, really appreciate because it is dark. It is a bit tangy, and it is flavorful and filled with life, just like Gomez while he's dancing the Mamushka.
It's a bitter cocktail, they would say is sweet. Like everything with them seems to be a little bit of the opposite.
It's absolutely
like
dreadful.
Yeah.
It's a common psychosis. Isn't that grand?
This is based off of that scene, sort of in the middle of the film, where they have the Mamushka dance.
Yes.
And Gomez is really letting it rip, and Fester is too, and they're like, you know, throwing knives around. He puts a knife down his throat and everything.
They spent an entire week filming this scene, which is really incredible. You don't, unfortunately, see the whole scene unless you buy the extended version.
The Mamushka extended version.
Yes, so
Yeah.
where you see them do the entire dance, and it's quite a spectacle and quite fun to watch.
Yeah, apparently they showed it to test audiences, and the test audiences said it went on too long. So for the theatrical cut, they actually shortened it. But I really enjoyed this extended version.
And what's really fun is that maybe bring in the other cocktail, because we're going to talk about the director, Barry Sonnenfeld. He wore a tuxedo the entire time, and I think maybe the crew really got into it too, and everybody dressed up for that. But he wore tux 7 days in a row while they filmed this Mamushka
I wonder if
scene.
it was the same tux.
Is this gonna smell?
The production of this film was a little chaotic. There were a few health issues I think some of the actors had. Even Barry Sonnenfeld, he was a first-time director, so he had been a cinematographer on a bunch of amazing movies. He had done Blood Simple, Raising Arizona with the Coen brothers,
Okay.
did the movie Big, and then also did the movie Misery. So he was very experienced on a film set, but had never directed before. And the movie started going over budget, and typically studios don't like it when that happens. No! But even with the production issues it sounds like they had, I think it turned out to be a really, really fun movie. I think you could probably attribute that to a lot of the cast. They got an A-list cast here.
Yeah, so Morticia Addams is played by
Angelica
the lovely,
Houston.
Yes, and my favorite, Christopher Lloyd,
Yeah.
as Fester. I thought he did such a great job. And then, of course, Raul.
Julia.
Thank you, as Gomez, who this was his second to last production.
Yeah,
sadly.
yeah, very sad he was so talented and perfect for this role.
Yes.
Like he knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, he just has so much life to him and so much passion. It was amazing. And what a great impression that put on little...
Christina Ricci.
Thank you. I'm bad at this game.
She's not great at it. But it was fun. I mean, you see her as such a young actress getting to work with these, you know, iconic actors. But the I think the story of Pugsley is even funnier.
Jimmy Workman plays Pugsley, and what happened is that his sister Ariel Winter actually came in to audition for the Wednesday role. And while she's auditioning for the Wednesday role, she's like, hey, by the way, my brother's in the car and he looks just like Pugsley. And so they're like, oh, bring him on out, you know? And so he comes and they're like, oh my gosh, kid, you got it.
Aim for a major artery. That juggler.
We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna cheers, and maybe we'll put on Addams Family values.
Ah, yeah.
All right,
bring them all back.
Let's roll into part 2. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Cheers.